And just like that, it's daylight. Morning, everybody. How the hell you doing? Just doing some feeding here. We have not started feeding the cut feed yet. From back there, some of the chaffy stuff that was in our driveway, I just got done pushing it up. These cows are still on round bale, and they got lots under the feeder. You can see all that hay underneath the feeder right there. There's lots underneath for them to clean up on. I want to get our big herd. There we go. I want to get the big herd on the cut feed, but I don't really want to feed them with the bunks right behind the barn at this point, because it would only be for a couple of days, and then I'd be moving the bunks farther out. So CP and I discussed it, and we decided we'll just feed them round bale for the next couple days until hunting season is over. I'm not putting the cows out in the bush pasture until the hunting season is over. To be honest, I don't trust all these bozos that are hunting all over the country and these drive-by shooters type of people. So anyways, for the last number of years, we've been kind of keeping the cows either in our open pasture, like a 20-acre plot, 40-acre plot, where we can watch them really closely. There's no bush or anything. Or else we keep them in this area right here, either behind the shop / behind the barn. So, and we've never lost an animal since we started doing that. Before, we would lose a calf or lose a cow due to well, for whatever reason. I know there was a couple times where they were actually shot, stray bullet, whatever. Somebody sees a deer, it's in with the cows, they go to shoot, they miss the deer, and they smack a fucking cow. Or the bullet carries through and hits a cow. So yeah, anyway, long story short, we keep the cows closer to the yard. So we're feeding round bale it's Friday right now, and we'll be feeding round bale Saturday tomorrow. And then Sunday, Monday, I'll work at getting the cows moved out to farther away from the yard and get them on the cut feed with the bunks. That's the plan. Today, we also got to get Sheriff. He acquired a lump on the side of his neck, right behind his jawline. So we got to get that sumbitch in the friggin' head gate, in the chute, and find out what the hell's going on with him. Because a big old lump on the side of his head, the way it is, generally could be the difference between him getting culled out, and we really don't want to cull him out just yet. I wouldn't mind getting one more breeding season out of him. So this could be the difference of him getting culled out or him getting to stay here. So we'll find out here soon enough. Anyway, let's get these two bales hauled out to these cows and unrolled, and I'll bring you guys back a little bit later. Talk to you then. Alrighty guys, well, I didn't video any of it, but we got Sheriff in the head gate and haltered his head. The lump on the side of his neck was semi-hard. A hell of a lot of really thick pussy goop came out. I lanced it, and I squeezed on it and manipulated that lump until I couldn't get nothing else to come out. And then I put some iodine on the inside, a little bit anyway, what I could get in them. And after that, we shot him up good and proper with some drugs. So right there, you see that little red spot on the bottom edge of his neck? That's where he was lanced. Now he's dripping a little bit of blood from it. So it's gonna be a long time before he wants to walk back in that chute, I can tell you that much. What the hell he got the lump from, I have no idea, but a sliver, something got in there that caused him to have a lump.
Probably from rubbing on the post. Probably got
A sliver or something anyway, but
we should do that cow.
we could. Anyway, he's dealt with now. Hopefully this will cure his ass. You can still see that lump on the side of his neck right there a little bit. It's not as big as it was, but we gave him fast-acting penicillin and long-acting penicillin. And theoretically, we shouldn't have to drug him again until, let's see here, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go, and we'll talk to y'all later. Look at the size of this friggin' monster right there. She's 3 45-gallon barrels wide. That's one massive animal. She's a big one. Now we had a cow that I... What? I'm not chasing them at all. That I lanced the lump on her a little while back, and nothing came out. These cows are goofy. These are the new girls mixed with a couple that have been here for a while. Anyways, there she is. You can see the lump right on the back of her, bottom of her throat, backside. So we're gonna shoot her up with a bunch of drugs now too. Again. And see what happens. I just hope to God this cow I ain't too worried about. You know, if we have to ship her, we'll ship her, but I just hope to God we don't have to ship Sheriff yet. So anyway, we'll get this girl in the head gate and treat her, and we'll talk to you guys later. Alrighty, that cow is dealt with again. I actually got some pus out of her this time, and got some iodine in the hole, and drugged her up again. So, and if some of you remember, way back in August, the big calf we pulled, that's him right there. So what is he now? September, October, November. He's 3 months, just over 3 months. And that big cow I was showing you guys earlier is his mama. Anywho, these jobs are dealt with and done, so that makes me feel better. Just looking after the cows. We'll talk to you guys later. Well guys, there it is. Actually, CP and I got this done the other day. and drug it over here. I ended up putting a pipe from there, that corner, across to this corner, and then in the back on the inside. And then to skid it over here, we ended up putting a 2 3/8 pipe under the whole damn building with a piece of flat bar to make a ski. Okay. And then another piece of scrap pipe on the top to hook a chain into to drag it over. And we stuck it up against these evergreen type trees, these spruce trees and these poplars, to help so it's protected from the wind. It's not anchored in the ground. We put this tarp on it so we can drive in and out, and it's tied on that side only. At this point, we got to get some bungee cords next time we go to the city, but the old side-by-side fits in here. Anyway, I gotta go measure a doorway at the barn. It needs a new door at this one doorway. Now some guys would say the door's good enough, just patch it up, especially for a barn, but the door that's there is so goddamn heavy, and it's square barn door track, and the rollers are all kind of fucked up. It doesn't open and close worth a shit. So I'm gonna make a steel frame door, metal cladded on the outside, throw a couple sheets of plywood on the inside, replace the track with round barn door track, new rollers, and go with that. Anywho, I'm gonna let you guys go. We'll talk to y'all later. 12 foot 2.5. Oh, actually 5/8. By 7. My door at the barn has got 2x6 framework on it, and OD to OD, outside edge of 2x6 frame to outside edge of 2x6 frame, is 12 foot 4. This will work just fine. It's actually 7 foot 2 to the ground, but I'm making this 7 feet, and for the bottom edge, I'm thinking about running a piece of old fucked up baler belting. I got a bunch of it, so I'll run that on there. So our plan here, this is the top here, and I got to run to town and grab some round rollers and a 10-foot chunk of round barn door track. I have a 12-footer, so that'll give me 22 feet. For a 12-foot door, that'll be lots, depending on where you got your rollers set, of course, but for us, that should be fine. Top is gusseted in the corners because I'm going to set my rollers from the end 2 feet in. It's not going right on the end. I'll come 2 feet in, and from that end 2 feet in. We'll strap her with, it's back there against the wall, white metal cladding. Should take basically 3-4 sheets, maybe just a little tiny bit more, but I got a little chunk right there that those deer heads are sitting on that we can cut if we need to. Anyways, so yeah, this is what the door looks like, or the door frame. I got to stand it up, flip it over, weld the other side, and she's ready to rock and roll. Anywho, I'll let you guys go. We'll bring you back here in a little bit. Alrighty guys, so ran to town, grabbed my roller kit and a piece of round barn door track. There's the bracket. I just weld them on. You can see it there. Then I'm running my metal cladding. So what I did for this door, every 2 feet from the bottom. So I got the bottom, next one, here we go. The bottom one, 2 feet up, then 2 feet up, and then it's 3 feet up here. But for my tin, I'm running it 1 inch longer, so it actually hangs past the bottom edge by 1 inch, is how the tin is gonna run. Anyway, I ended up going and visiting my buddy Jeremy for a little bit too, so I lost some daylight hours. The sun's going down. I gotta get on Big Blue and do a little bit of feeding and some choring. So let's get after it. If I bring you back, awesome. If not, well, then I guess we'll see you guys tomorrow. Share the video, comment, subscribe, and fun. Let's get her done. Where's my gloves? Catch you guys later.